Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So on today's video, I'm going to talk about my 1 year, 2 year, 3 year profit and loss from the stock markets. Why is this such an important topic? Because there is a lot of heat that finance educators are getting. क्या ये आप लोग transparent नहीं होते, ये नहीं होते, वो नहीं होते. So I'm going to speak about that very transparently, honestly, give all the proof. That's one. Second, I'm going to comment on mainstream media, right? And आपने देखा होगा कि many a times they just give news, buy target, sell target, this, that. So I feel that in context of the new SEBI regulations that are coming, influencers, the journalists, the RIAs, mutual funds, everyone should be treated equal. Third and more importantly, you are the one who have given power to media. You are the one who have given power to YouTubers. So it's very important for us to tell you the complete picture. And that is the spirit with which I'm shooting this video. So without wasting even a second, let me first and foremost jump into my PnL of stock markets in the last 3 years. So let's look at the first year. So this is from 2022 to 2023. I'm just hiding my account number on Zerodha. And here you can see that my realized profit is 57 lakhs and my unrealized profit. Unrealized means that मेरे को profit है, but I have not sold these stocks of roughly 40. So roughly 1 CR is from here. Please notice the fact that this is just for equity segment. Okay, so this is part A. Part 2 is that I had made enough videos. There was a specific video that I did on my mutual fund portfolio, and I am just sticking it here, and you can check at the screenshot also that here I am at a profit of roughly 89 lakhs. So within a year, what is my total profit? Because I deal in equities and mutual funds primarily. I do not do FNO and all that stuff. So in a year, my profit has been roughly 1.9 CR. Okay, so this is 1 year performance. What about the other segments? Can I show you? And मैं आपको live दिखा रहा हूँ. Okay, and okay, many people might say यार ये doctored a video, this, that. So give me a minute, I'll explain that also. So let me complete the story from 3 years. So let's look at August 2021 to September 2023. 2 साल हो गए. My realized profit is 1.1 CR, unrealized is 40. What about 3 years? So my 3 years is, so this is roughly 1.8 CR, right? ये आपके सामने पूरी story है 1, 2, 3 years की. Now many of you would say कि यार, how do we trust that this is correct or not? Have you doctored the video? Because we keep on hearing so much stuff. Okay, so 2 points there. One, let me show you every single trade that I have taken in the last 1 year. So आप जाके अपने हिसाब से मैथ बैठा के देख लेना, right? And of course I would not make such a video if I was not confident that this was correct, because so many people would be watching it and they can easily prove that I am fake if this is actually fake. Okay, so anyways, let me come back here, and here is my all the trades, right? 7 pages के trade है. I will just show you everything. You can check my buy value, sell value, average, realized, unrealized on every single asset. This can't be manipulated. This is one, right? And 1, 2, 3, right? All this, I will just quickly scroll through this. 4, right? And 5, but I hope you got the picture. Here I am not like doctoring anything. This is part A. Part B is that Zerodha has come out with a recent feature which is called as Verified PnL. Okay, so I have done my verification. The option there was that you can only do it for 360 days. So that is something that I have done. I started getting some comments, yeah, you know what, the link is not working. Well, that is an update that is happening from broker. I can't do anything about it. So I have just verified my PnL, put it in the links. You guys can watch it. Whenever the link starts working, I will do my 1 year PnL. I will do my verified 2 year PnL. I'll do my verified 3 year PnL. Whatever you guys want, I will do it. Okay. अब इससे ज़्यादा तो मैं transparent हो नहीं सकता, and this is what I have done. So see guys, in the finance space, you guys are the audience. You watch me also. You watch other finance influencers also. You watch TV, news, media channels also. You read finance newspapers also. And आपको माल चिपका दिया जाता है कि they will say कि यार ये टारगेट है, and this is the buy target, this is the sell target. 24 घंटे उस पर बात होती रहेगी, and you will buy it, and then you will suffer. So this is a major pain point that is happening in the stock market. What is that pain point? That pain point is transparency of people who are speaking about the stock markets. I had zero problems showing you my personal portfolio. Now my appeal to other people who are involved in this space, for example, mutual fund managers, for example, RIAs, for example, SEBI licensed, SEBI non-licensed, for example, finance journalists who keep on talking about like stock markets all day. आप अपना PnL वेरीफाई करा के पुट कर दो, राइट? अपने अपने सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म से एंड ऑन योर न्यूज चैनल. पीपल आर नॉट डम दैट दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दिस. सो देन कम्स द नेचुरल सेकंड क्वेश्चन कि यार अक्षत ऐसा थोड़ी होता है, राइट? आई मीन देयर आर लाइक न्यूज़पेपर इतने साल से चल रहे हैं, एंड टीवी पीपल, बिकॉज आई वॉच देम ऑन टीवी, सही होंगे, राइट? इट्स नॉट एज इफ कि वो कभी गड़बड़ काम करते हैं, घोटाले काम करते हैं. सो लेट मी टेक यू टू अ केस स्टडी. आई विल शो यू ऑन माय ट्विटर टाइमलाइन एंड देन वी विल टॉक. So see, I called out the BS of Live Mint, which is a very big newspaper. You can see that they have roughly 2 million followers. इनके मेरे से भी ज़्यादा followers हैं on Twitter. I am at like 250k. So please guys subscribe, right? So थोड़ा बढ़ा देना. And इनके 2 million है. So they are definite celebrities. Okay. Now let me show you 2 snippets on this tweet. So this is 2022 that they purchased, or they, no author name has been given. No disclaimer has been given. 2022 में they pumped up a currency called as Lucky Block. आप पढ़ लेना इसकी Lucky Block का क्या हुआ, कुछ नहीं. Okay. Now in 2023 they are again pumping another cryptocurrency called as Pomer Doge. Okay. So please look and ask them a very sensible explanation that why did you promote Pomer Doge and why did you promote like Lucky Block in 2022? It's a very simple question to ask, right? At least आपको rational perspective मिलना चाहिए, right? So I asked that, got no response, right? And I called them on another thing, and this was a very interesting article. इसमें मेरी भी गलती थी, but that led to something amazing, okay? And I'll show it to you, right? So for example, on this particular article, I had given like this entire perspective. इसमें you can see that there is no author name given, no disclaimer given, nothing, right? And their deputy editor said that article merely reports fact and has a disclaimer. Please understand the fact that you have to disclose things. For example, this could be a paid promotion, who knows? For example, we always say includes paid promotion, or when we are giving out an integration, we say that this has been sponsored by this. These are ASCII rules, okay? So here you have their deputy editor who is clearly calling out that this has a disclaimer. You are just misguiding audience. But what these guys did not know was that I had taken an entire screen recording of this thing, and you can see it here, and I will link it in the description box also. You guys can check it out. No disclaimer, author name has been given, right? So they were caught that because I had called them out, they went back and edited it, and then they were calling me कि आप हल्ला मचा रहे हो फालतू में, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, we had given a disclaimer. So this is clear ASCII violation. That is point one. Even if you keep this instance aside, because I'm not like after Live Mint, but I am trying to make a general point that when it comes to the finance space, you need to understand all the parties involved, because whatever rules SEBI is going to impose, that should be imposed unilaterally on everyone. Why? Because Live Mint also makes money. Mainstream media also makes money, YouTubers also make money, everyone makes money. So भाई rules तो सबके लिए same होने चाहिए. And the apex of all this is transparency. Think about it this way, that many a times you watch news channels and anchors पूरे दिन बात करेंगे एक stock पे. You don't know whether they have purchased it in their personal portfolio. Are they front running it, not front running it? And they many a times front run it. For example, here's an article of a particular news anchor who front ran stocks. That was a very clear violation and gone. So that was a case, right, which was in the mainstream media. Number two, how this problem gets solved very easily? Transparent kar do na sab. I showed you my entire PnL. Verification mechanism is already there. Zerodha has done it. I have shown you my verified PnL. You guys can check it. Again, I will link it in the description and comment box. It solves the entire issue. The entire janta would know whom to follow, whom not to follow. Do you know how to make money from the stock market or not? There is media that questions me कि अक्षत आपकी qualification क्या है? How can you talk about stock markets? भाई, I have a 99th percentile GMAT. I have graduated from a top 5 MBA program in the world. I just showed you my performance in the stock market also. It's fine, right? I mean, I'm not saying that you need to make like 40% return or 10% return or 15% return, 25% return, none of that stuff. But at least ये तो होना चाहिए that you are able to be profitable. So this is a very simple point on transparency that you must demand from the people involved in the space. So let me just quickly consolidate that entire topic for you, because this is going to directly impact you. So let me quickly talk about it from a SEBI's regulation point of view also. And if you guys support, then proper action can be taken on this. And at the end of the day, it is your benefit, because more transparent people are in the finance space, the better it will get for you. You will get so many good options to choose from. Right now, think about it, and I'll give you another example, that when you go to a mutual fund manager, mutual fund advisor, they will advise you, यहाँ कर दो, वहाँ कर दो, ये कर दो, वो कर दो. Fine, you'll say, यार ठीक है, license बंदा, सही बात है, right? So you will go and put your money. Now, do you know what he or she is doing in their own personal portfolio? You are a client. You should demand them कि भाई आप मेरे से पैसा ले रहे हो, you are taking a commission from me. At least show me your portfolio, no? Then how are you investing? First, you prove that you have like some capability, you are able to perform or not. वो नहीं है, right? कि नहीं, we will like coach people. हम coaching सिखाएंगे, हमें we don't ask us to play and make runs. So this was a wonderful tweet that was done by someone, very excellently put, that coaching करने की सबको आदत है, but when you ask them to make runs, no one wants to be a खिलाड़ी, right? So that's a simple point. Okay, so let me quickly talk about the SEBI regulations that are coming and also talk about some limitations around it, and hopefully you will get a better context. So I keep getting the question that Akshat, why can't you get SEBI license, right? Because if you take a SEBI registration, हो जाएगा, and since you have already made like profits in the stock market, कुछ तो आता ही होगा आपको, right? And you will be able to get a SEBI license. So yes, that might be very much possible. I'm not denying that. But see guys, there are 4 or 5 things that you need to remember. So as per the current SEBI rules, you need to be a registered investment advisor or an RA, research analyst. इन चीज़ों के लाइसेंस मिलते हैं, राइट? नाउ RIAs, what do? They do wealth management in a way, right? For example, if I'm handling other people's portfolio, now if I'm launching my own mutual fund, if I'm doing all this personal portfolio and managing other people's money, then of course I need to get registered as an RIA. No doubt about that. Am I doing this work now? Now why? Because नहीं करना मुझे अभी. I am happy investing my own money. Talk about those lessons on YouTube and end of it. So that's a very simple process about me. And neither do I issue research reports. So again, I don't need an RA. Now, the mainstream finance media, it's like funny, right? Many of them asked me that, you know what, an organization, I think it was Fortune India, they say Akshat Shrivastava is selling his courses. What is his qualification of selling his courses? अब मैं क्या बोलूँ उस पे, right? Is there like some rule that you can't sell courses in India? And for selling finance courses in India, you need to be SEBI registered. It just shows that you have like no standard of journalism left. You have not even done your due diligence. There is no rule that bars someone from selling courses. Yes, if a rule is made, we will comply by it. But how can we comply on a rule that is not even there? And the fin journalists are unnecessarily making an issue कि भाई finance का course बेच रहे हैं, so इन्हें कुछ गड़बड़ करते हैं, right? भाई नहीं, that is not the case. Okay, let me take a pause there. See, a lot of finance influencers might be doing shady stuff. A lot of journalists might be doing a shady stuff. A lot of other people like PMS guys, mutual funds men, you have seen the front running case. A lot of listed companies do a lot of shady stuff. Now you cannot paint all the influencers with single brush. You can't paint all the PMS guys with single brush. You can't paint all the journalists with a single brush. The point is, whatever rules you are bringing, it should address the entire ecosystem in a very transparent and honest manner equally. So anyways, very quickly explaining that as per the current norms, I personally do not need an RIA or RA license. Number 2, if I actually end up taking it, it's a very time consuming process. There are hardly a handful of licenses that have been given by SEBI about this RIA, RA. Lot of companies are surrendering their licenses. Why? Because the compliances are very, very high. Now, if I have to appoint like 3 people to get that work, मेरी team में the entire YouTube that I've created, social media, whatever I talk about, there are 2 full-time people. That's it. Now, just to follow the compliances, I have to hire like 3-4 more people. What sense would that make if I want to stay lean, if I just want to have like a normal life? Why would I want to get into more and more compliances? So it doesn't make much sense to a lot of people. There can be extra regulations. See, whatever shape or form, SEBI issues guidance on that आप ये कर लो, ये 5-7 requirements होनी चाहिए. People like us might take SEBI license also. Now, if some other extra regulation comes that, you know what, that before releasing a video, you have to take approval, then our YouTube gets hit, right? We will not be able to make content freely. I make content on so many companies, I'll not name them. They are politically connected. Half the content we will not be able to make. So just think about it from that perspective also. This is a very important point. Number 4, this rules, the shape and form in which it is currently being discussed, this does not address the question of transparency. There are enough RIAs, there are enough people with SEBI license. How many portfolios of those people have you seen? I've just showed you my portfolio. Now you guys comment, आपको अपने mutual fund manager का portfolio पता है personal, right? You tell me, right? That's the point, right? It's a point of transparency. This is the single biggest thing that needs to be addressed. If people are honest, transparent, genuinely telling you कि ये मेरे profits हैं, ये मेरे losses हैं, these are the stocks on which I have been on loss, and ये रही मेरी advice, right? This is my advice. So of course you can make your own call, what to do, what not to do, very, very transparently, because you know कि सामने वाले का भी पैसा है. 5th and final point is that, see, not everyone wants to get regulated for a wide variety of reasons. For example, I am a YouTuber, I am writing my own book, I am doing so many different businesses. I do not have time to get stuck to one career path. So yes, अगर आगे चल के कोई option ही नहीं बचता, then of course even I will have to go and apply for a SEBI license, do everything, invest a lot of time, run all these compliance compliances, hire more people, all that stuff. It takes focus away from whatever I am already doing. Right now, I am competing on merit. मैं आपको transparently दिखा देता हूँ whatever it is there. Now, I hope that at least 2 of these points, and I'm really hoping that you guys will also support me on this, that please ensure that everyone is sharing their portfolios transparently. Please push people to do it, journalists to do it, everyone to do it, and merit should be rewarded. That is the simple point. Now let me show you some FAQs and kuch interesting comments मिले थे, and I will sure that I will get a lot of interesting comments on this video also. So let me quickly explain that as well. So for example, Radhika here had asked a very interesting question that, hey, so SEBI has a mandate of stating NISM certified or other finance qualifications as required for professionals to dole out finance advice, right? And influencers and social media personalities are often self-proclaimed financial advisors. बिल्कुल ठीक बात है, right? They are self-proclaimed as long as they are not willing to show their merit. My simple point is that whether you are an RA, whether you are a mutual fund advisor, whether you are XYZ, why you as an audience, why are you paying money to a mutual fund manager? Why? Because you want them to generate profit for you. Now, if they themselves are unable to do it, कि वो खुद के portfolio में नहीं कर पाते, how can they help you do it? So simple solution is that ask them to divulge that. हो गई बात खत्म. And this is exactly what I have talked about also, that my question is that why can't SEBI registered folks disclose their verified PnL? This mechanism is already being looked into by SEBI. They are going to come up with a regulated mechanism around this. So that independent verification from SEBI itself will validate and clean up 90-95% of the space. So anyways, the crux of the issue is that if someone is certified, SEBI certified, and you don't know what their profit is and वो खुद क्या कर पाते हैं, whether they have merit or not, are they able to beat the market, are they able to generate any returns, you are paying them money just because they have a certificate. Is that the right approach, or is the approach better that you open up everything, let people compete on merit, कि whoever performs competes on merit, do a finance advice, right? And people will be happy to pay them for their services, whatever they are running. So which method would you want to come out? On one hand, we say that, you know what, merit should be rewarded. But on the flip side, we don't end up doing it, right? So here is a great chance that you guys should push for the reward of merit. So this is a simple point that I was trying to outline. Now, again, I got a very interesting response that, hey, is disclosing your portfolio the only way forward to establish credibility? Because many a times those finance advisors might feel they are not personal portfolio nahi batana publicly. 100% correct. But ask yourself that you are paying a money manager money to manage your portfolio in form of commissions. At least to you, there should be some mechanism through which verified PnL of your mutual fund advisor manager can be shared with you, right? I have shared it with all of you because you guys listen to me. Now that is the same appeal I have to finance journalists who write articles. That is the same appeal to mutual fund managers and everyone involved in this space who are getting money by talking about stock markets to disclose their verified PnL. बहुत ही सिंपल सा स्टेप है, ज़्यादा आपको बात नहीं करनी, सिंपल आप वेरिफिकेशन दे दो, हो गई बात खत्म. People will know who is honest, who is not. So that's it. That's all you need to understand. Your community benefits, your readers benefit, merit get rewarded, and where simple technology-oriented solutions can be built, why there is a need of excess regulation. That is my simple point. But yes, if at the end of the day heavy regulations come, I'm very happy to be regulated. No problem there. But rules should be same for all. That is the humble request that I will ask all of you to support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.